This is Eagle Al, and today we're going to talk about Quinyon Mitchell and his bold statement. Also, we got to talk about Ringo and Jordan Davis. Are they safe? We're going to talk about it. And lastly, the new UDFA signings, and we're going to break them down just a little bit, not too deep. Pause, just a little bit. But let's get straight into it. All right, man. Let's just get straight into the topics. Kelee Ringo. Kelee Ringo, looking at the draft, it looked like the Eagles believe in him. It really, really do. But I can't talk about Kelee Ringo without talking about the rumor that's floating around. And I gotta give it some life. And I know you guys gonna hate it, but I gotta talk about Jalen Ramsey. I know the Vic Fangio thing. He's older, the money, this, that, and the third. He's constantly linked to the Eagles. So I got to talk about it. So this was before the draft that, the Rams, I think it's the Eagles, and there's a couple teams that are linked to Ramsey. And I've seen this before. Remember that mock trade? Now, I don't think we're trading away Devontae Smith for him, but it's a reason why I think that filler was still out there about Ramsey to the Eagles. I think it's something there. And I think if Vic Fangio and Ramsey, if they got a beef and they can work it out, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would not be surprised if Ramsey is a Philadelphia Eagle. Because again, this thing is growing legs. So we didn't really draft anybody in, that position far as cornerback to replace Kelee Ringo or to even compete with Kelee Ringo. I know we drafted McWilliams, who I like, but I like as a slot. I don't really see him as a competition for Kelee Ringo. But I will say this about Kelee Ringo. If we don't trade for Ramsey and this Kelee Ringo job, it's time to cash in them checks, bro. All I've been hearing, A.J. Brown said, he got all pro potential. Christian Parker, he bid up Kelee Ringo. I think Devontae Smith, a lot of the receivers love Kelee Ringo and the potential he has. Now it's time to cash in them checks because right now we did not draft anybody in the first and second round to replace him or even the third, fourth, all through the draft. We did not draft any like real competition. So Kelee Ringo, again, it's just time to cash in them checks. I seen the preseason. He was good. I ain't gonna lie. He was dominant. He played really, really well. Now the job is yours, man. You CB1, CB2, show it. You've been in the league for a while. You got to learn under big play Slay. Now it's time. It's your time. So I'm excited for Kelee Ringo. I really am. I'm not a Kelee Ringo hater. A lot of people take my little criticisms of Kelee Ringo as I'm hating on him, but I don't hate Kelee Ringo. I want him to be great. But there's some things I just see like is he ready for the NFL level? And if Vic Fangio believe he's ready for the NFL level, Vic Fangio earned that respect. And Christian Parker believe it, they earned that respect. So it's a wait and see thing. We gotta wait and see. And hopefully he's ready. Hopefully he's ready. Because if not, you're gonna hear dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's been a big trade. So Kelee Ringo, do what you gotta do, man. Do what you have to do. So that spot is yours to lose. And speaking of spots not being taken, Jordan Davis went through the draft. Yeah, Ty Robinson was drafted, but he's not a Jordan Davis. He's more of a Milton Williams. Now, look, we haven't drafted anybody to replace Jordan Davis. We haven't drafted like a true nose tackle, run stopping type guy. So we know Jordan Davis, that's his spot. Now, it looked like the Eagles believe in him too. Now, we would deep dive into that. We'll see what happened with his option in a couple days. Are we going to pick it up or not? Or are we going to decline it? We will figure that out. But Jordan Davis, no replacement. It looked like the Eagles believe in him. And Jordan Davis, can't lie, towards the end of the season, he started showing flashes. I can't front Super Bowl, playoffs. Again, just he closed the season really, really well. He had a good start to the season. It's like midpoint, he started to slow down. Then you saw the emergence of like the Montrell Johnsons and the Milton Williams. But then towards the end of the season, he picked it back up. So we will see about Jordan Davis too, because we haven't drafted, or even the UDFAs, I haven't seen a true nose tackle. So Jordan Davis, we will see. We will definitely see. But let's get into this next topic, man. I wanted to talk about this for a minute, but we all know the draft and stuff was going on. So Quinyon Mitchell, he talked with Big Play Slay. Honestly, Big Play Slay was talking to Quinyon Mitchell like he's still part of the team. No, you with the Steelers. But Quinyon was like, yo, we about to run this back, big dog. And then, Slay like, yeah, y'all still the best team. Are we still the best team in the NFC? No, not you. You're in the AFC with the Steelers. But Quinyon, that's a bold statement. And let me play this clip.
But you ain't beat me. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you beat when I'm really done. I'll let you just say you won. But as long as I'm playing, you better beat me and run it. Hey, so any thoughts on the new changes with the roster? Y'all still the favorite for me in the NFC.
Oh yeah, we gonna run it back for sure. I'll tell him my dog, like, this been the craziest offseason ever, like, in the whole league. I feel like I hear somebody going here, somebody going there, man. Yeah. But I feel good, I feel like, we gonna run it back again, got the leaders to do it and all that. So man, I feel like we got all our coaches stayed too. So I feel like, man, we gonna be good, we're gonna be straight.
We got one of the best DCs in the world, so how he coming. Hey, even though the leaves be long, and you could be sleeping, the motherfucker going to sleep in that motherfucker. But boy, while you in there, you gonna know what you're doing. I know he gonna hold everybody accountable. Cause boy, look here, boy, that meeting there used to be rough enough. It'd be like, all right, coach, let's get CP. Let's set the CP for a little bit.
We need to see y'all in that bowl though, man.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think we play all this shit though, but
we don't. It's a good thing we don't, man, because I ain't want to have mixed emotions, and because look here, boy, don't let me catch a pick or something. I'll probably ran around the whole stadium.
I personally agree, and not just because I'm an Eagles fan. The core is still there. I think the draft went well. Us getting guys during like the free agency process went really, really well. We know the Eagles are not done until September. Hell, until the trade deadline, we're not done. But as far as the moves we've been making, they've been pretty good moves. Really, really good moves. So I'm with Quinyon Mitchell. Hell, I'm with Slay too. We still looking like the best team in the NFC. It looked like we can repeat. We had a really good draft. Again, really good free agency. I'm with it. I like how Quinyon's talking. Only thing that worries me is that it's the safeties. Even if we start the young guy, Andrew Makuba, is he ready? Is he ready for that task? Again, Kelee Ringo, are you ready? Are you ready for this Super Bowl run? We will see. We will definitely see. Speaking of the UDFAs and the things we did over the offseason, let's go over the signees. And before we go over the signees, I got to shout out Anthony DeBona, man. I'm getting most of my information on these UDFAs off his article. He got like a tracker on his Twitter. I read it back and forth. And some of these guys, or actually all of them, I really like. But let's go over the guys we invited to minicamp. Invited to rookie minicamp. So we got Darius Laster, I believe, wide receiver out of BYU. You have Malik Carr, tight end out of Houston. Joseph Vaughn, linebacker out of UCLA. Nick Toomer, safety out of Indiana. And punter Kai Kroger, I believe, out of South Carolina. So those are the guys that's coming to rookie minicamp. We see what they could bring. Haven't done much research on them, to be honest. Keeping it real with y'all, so I don't really know about them too much. But let's go over the UDFA signings right after the draft. So the first guy I see here is Hollin Pierce. Shout out to Rutgers. Y'all know I'm a New Jerseyan and I'm from North Jersey. This dude, he's from Trenton, New Jersey. Trenton, New Jersey is like my second home. I'm originally from Newark, obviously, born and raised. But I used to go back and forth between Newark and Trenton. And I used to go to Philadelphia a lot. And that's what made me a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So if you don't know my origin story. But this guy is from Trenton, New Jersey. So I got a lot of love for him. Hopefully he grew up an Eagles fan. But let's go over some of his measurables, man. Rutgers, offensive lineman. Look, this dude is 6'8", 341 pounds with 36-inch arms. Insane. So he started 24 games at right tackle and 26 games at left tackle. So he could be that swing tackle, but this guy is humongous. And if he can develop, he could be something in this league. So this was an interesting one because him and Quinyon Mitchell played together. Maxen Hook, he was a team captain in Toledo. He was a safety, obviously. Again, played with Quinyon Mitchell. They was really close friends, as you see in the picture here. He recorded 107 total tackles in 2024. So he bring that leadership. He know a guy on our team. So I like it. We'll see what he can bring, especially with a thin safety room. Also, a lot of people hit me up about this guy. Shout out to my guy, Devontae Graham, who was in the comments. So this guy, Montrell Johnson, running back out of Florida, big guy, 5'11", 212 pounds. He got power, size. He got a little breakaway speed far as what I've seen in his highlights. But I got to watch him more. But I like what I've been seeing and hearing about him. So we'll see how he develop in the league. We'll see if he even make the team. But he got a legit shot. So also we signed a wide receiver out of Wake Forest, Tyler Morin out of Wake Forest. He averaged 17 yards per punt return. Also has 64 receptions, 756 yards, and 2 touchdowns. With Britton Covey still being a free agent, he can be that replacement because I don't like Cooper DeJean being a punt returner, to be honest. Taking too many hits. Like I just don't like it. But I get why the Eagles do it. Hell, Vic Fangio said he don't like it. So this guy you can look at like, okay, maybe he can be on the practice squad. Maybe he don't make the team. But we signed him to the practice squad. He elevated a couple times. The next thing you know, he on the active roster as our punt returner. We also signed another running back, kind of smaller. Well, kind of. He is smaller. ShunDerrick Powell out of Central Arkansas. He's 5'7", 183 pounds, very explosive with the ball in his hand. He can go. He can run for sure. But we'll see. He averaged 8.2 yards per carry in his final season in Central Arkansas. That's really good. But, it's competition there. It's definitely competition there. I could see him as that special teams guy, especially with the speed and the breakaway speed he has. So we'll watch him. We'll definitely watch him. We signed a cornerback out of Texas A&M, B.J. Mays. So B.J. Mays, he got some good numbers out there. He only allowed 19 receptions on 35 targets for 224 yards and 2 touchdowns. He will likely play the slot if he make the team for sure. So another slot guy come in undrafted. We gotta watch. We gotta watch the camp. I gotta see the notes. But that's all I got on them, man. So we signed the safety out of Oregon, Brandon Johnson. So facts on him. He played 1,629 snaps at the position according to PFF. He signed with the Eagles. Johnson just played 121 snaps at deep safety during his college career. So again, I don't know too much about him. I'm reading what Anthony DeBona put out there. So, a guy we got to just wait and see. Lance Dixon, linebacker out of Toledo. So this guy, I believe, did not play with Quinyon Mitchell. His measurables, he's 6'2", 224 pounds with 32-inch arms. Ran a 4.58 in the 40-yard dash. So big, fast, strong. We gotta watch him. We'll see what happened with him. See if he can make the team. As far as his measurables and how athletic he is, I won't be surprised if he find a way on the roster, especially with us being thin at linebacker and with the debate of Jahad Campbell, because people saying he ain't a linebacker. I totally disagree with y'all. So last but certainly not least, so we got Darius Cooper. So Darius Cooper, he played for Tarleton State, and he was a wide receiver, 5'11", 213 pounds, kind of, stocky, a big wide receiver. His vertical jump was 10.6 inches. His 40-yard dash was a 4.49. He also had 76 catches with 1,453 yards, 14 touchdowns. He's one of those guys that can push for final roster spot, but we'll see. We'll definitely see for sure. And that's all the UDFAs, man. So that's all I got for you guys today. And hey, man, what do you think? And how do you feel about the UDFAs? About Quinyon Mitchell bold statement? And Kelee Ringo, Jordan Davis. Come on. We believe in y'all. But this is Eagle Owl. I'm out.